There's a Gemara that tells us in Masechet Yevamot that there was a boy from Bavel, from Iraq, and he married a young girl from Eretz Israel. Now, their language is a little bit different. It's like the Queen's English and the American English. Certain words like soda, they say pop, all different types of words like that. Same thing over here with the Iraqi, with the Bavli Aramaic, and the Eretz Israel Aramaic. Now, they got married. It was a beautiful wedding. Sheva Brachot is over. Now, the husband is going to go to work, and the wife tells him, honey, what do you want for dinner? He tells her, I want a pair of some lentils. She says, that's a great idea. So she's working really hard on the dinner, and he's at work. He's coming back. He comes home after learning, after praying. Comes home. He's sitting by the table. The table is all set up with candles. Romantic dinner. Out she comes, like with the French chefs, with a cover on top of the plate. And she puts it in front of her husband, takes off the cover, and he sees in front of him 2 lentils looking at him. Looks at his wife, looks at the plate. This girl, something's wrong with her. So he makes a hadama, and that's what he eats, 2 lentils for dinner. Next day, she's all excited. He loved his dinner. Says, what do you want for dinner? So he goes and he says, I want a wheelbarrow full of lentils. This guy likes lentils. So she's over there preparing. He goes to work. She's preparing her lunch, the dinner. Comes back home. They sit down. They sit down by the table, and she brings the main course. Out she comes with a wheelbarrow full of lentils. The husband starts laughing, and he tells her, he says, can you please bring me tre botzina? Botzina in Aramit, in the Aramaic of Bavel, means watermelon. And in the Aramaic of Eretz Israel, it means candles, like we see in this week's parasha. So she goes and she says, okay, not a problem. She comes back, and she brings 2 candlesticks. This guy says, what's wrong with her? She doesn't understand. I want watermelon. How do you eat candlesticks? So he tells her, go break it abe bava. Go break it by the doorway, like we have by Baba Kama, Baba Mitzia, Baba Batra, the first gate, the second gate, the third gate. So she doesn't understand what bava is, because bava is a different word by them. It's a whole different, what is it? So she's thinking and thinking. She says, oh, I know one person is called Bava. And who is that Bava? Bava ben Buta, who was Rosh Galut Israel. He was really a great Talmid Chacham, Rosh Kol Bnei Agola. Everybody went to him for She'elot. So she comes to the Beit HaKnesset, to come to the Beis HaMedrash. She's waiting until he walks out. He walks out of the Beit HaMidrash. What does she do? She takes the 2 candlesticks and she breaks it on top of the rabbi's head. The students were about to grab her, but Bava ben Buta goes and tells her, young lady, why did you do that? So she says, well, my husband told me to break it up bava, and you're the only bava that I know. The rabbi smiles and gives her a bracha that she's going to have 2 children that are going to be as great as him. Question is, because she did a foolish thing to break something on the rabbi's head, to go and she didn't understand the concept of language between her and her husband, she deserves 2 great children that are going to be like Bava ben Buta, like the great rabbi. But you could understand it from this week's parasha from Rashi. Rashi goes and tells us, Lahadlik ner tamid. The first pasuk, you should take oil to what? To go and light ner tamid, that you should have always, that it should be lit. So Rashi tells us, what does ner tamid mean? Madlik, he lights it ad sheteheh shalevet ola me'eleh. A person, when a Kohen comes to light the menorah, he's not supposed to just put his hand over there, light it, and just let it light by itself. He's supposed to put his hand and wait until the other wick takes the form of the flame and is lighting by itself without need for any other assistance. When a person teaches his child, you're supposed to go and take care of them until they're able to light by themselves, until they're able to stand on their own. You're always supposed to be over there helping out, trying to help, trying to give the child a little bit more advice, a little bit more guidance. Baba Ben Buta realized that this girl, she finishes her accomplishments. When she takes on something, no matter what's in the way, she does it. If it's a wheelbarrow full of lentils, if it's 2 lentils, if it's breaking candlesticks on the head of the great chief rabbi, that's not going to stop her to go and do what she has to do. So us also, the Gemara says, Kol hazahir baner, havele banim tamidei chachamim. Whoever watches over the candles, he's going to have tamidei chachamim. We understand that Gemara through this story and through this Rashi. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should have it easy to be able to bring up our children. We should always finish our accomplishments that we want to do. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we should have a beautiful Shabbat Shalom.